And follow this sound. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. So dear Dhamma friends, your right palm on your left and neck head straight in one line, and be comfortable with your posture. In the beginning, mentally relax your body, relax your mind, and relax your breathing. Focus your attention to your body and scan head to toes yourself and say Supatveva, or may I be well and happy 3 times. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge. In this moment, with this sitting, may my body become more comfortable, may my breath be more smooth, may no difficulties come to me, may all the success come to me. Also think for a moment, this is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime, and detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing your inhalation and exhalation. So in the beginning, bring your attention to the sound around you. Let your body to settle down itself and observe and see there are different sounds arise. It seems like breathing. Some arise from near, some from far. Some sounds very soft, some very rough. Some sounds stay longer, some sounds stay shorter. Don't judge, don't try to keep thinking about it, just recognize, get a mental note. Maybe it is pleasant or unpleasant or neutral. Underneath that all sounds, there is a deeper silence. Slowly try to be with that silence. Shut down all your inner conversation. Bring your attention to in front of your nose and your upper lip area. Deeply and gently breathe in, breathe out 3 times and find the sensation or get a mental note. And recognize this is inhalation, this is exhalation. This is rising, this is falling. Stay with the sensation. Don't follow imagination. Don't try to make anything happen. Just allow your inhalation, exhalation to happen naturally itself. Keep unmovable posture, intentional, desirable attention. If any pain, any tightness, any sensation arise, just remember whatever feelings impermanent itself, it will disappear. Don't try to react to it. Any sensual pleasure arise, just remind the very true nature of this body. This body appear like this because of combination of many organs, flesh and bones. And any laziness arise, tiredness, sleepiness arise, remind yourself it is very limited time we have here. So get the best out of the moment. Follow the entire continuation of the inhalation, exhalation. Some inhalation become longer, shorter, heavy, soft, warm, cold. Just recognize the very nature of the inhalation, exhalation. Accept it. Go with it. Now slowly get into the sensation of the inhalation, exhalation. Just be with it. It doesn't matter it is a long inhalation or short or heavy or soft. Just follow, get into the sensation and recognize the very nature of the sensation. Deeply, there is a gap in between observe and what you observe. So little by little, fill that gap. Just know the sensation itself is your behavior. It is not another entity observing from outside you. Sensation is your own reflection. If your mind go here and there, bring it back again and again. Experience the very nature of the change, the impermanent, in the depth of the sensation. That is the true nature of you. And that is the true nature of your mind. The change you experience is universal. Wherever, whatever you achieve, end of that all, in the depth of any existence, this is what you experience. That realization will help you to drop the desire to become. When there's no desire to become, there's no collective nature. When there's no collective nature, there's nothing to let go. No any resistance, anger, hatred, jealousy, envy. You become free from that all. Bring attention to your body. Observe your posture. Just know your life is not your past or future. In this very moment, the connection with your inhalation, exhalation is your life. When you wake up in the morning, you have strength to come out of your bed, stand on your own feet. Just imagine yourself, if the day come for you to come, if you cannot come out of the bed without your own effort, you have strength to walk to your bathroom and do your cleaning. If what will happen one day, if you cannot do it yourself. So appreciate it. When you have strength to do that yourself, it is blessing. You can enjoy a cup of tea, coffee, glass of water, your meal. It's blessing. Have seen there are a lot of people. They cannot take anything, they cannot eat anything. Somebody else through a machine and have to feed them. There are people around you to share your life. You have responsibilities. Appreciate it. Don't fight with anybody. Don't struggle with anything. Learn to accept. It is a great art of living. You have this beautiful eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind with longevity, complexion, comfort, strength, and wisdom to maintain these things without getting harm to yourself or without doing any harm to others. This is blessing. This everything happen because of your inhalation, exhalation. When the day comes for you to end this connection, this everything will disappear. So appreciate this. Pay your gratitude. You are the miracle in this universe. In this very moment, there are a lot of people have fear, anxiety, depression, fighting with life, struggling with death, feel loneliness, helplessness, hopelessness. As paying your gratitude, sharing your life, as appreciation, share your heart with them. May they come out of that fear, anxiety, depression, helplessness, hopelessness, loneliness. May they have the strength, courage, and wisdom to go through the situation and find the peace, harmony, tranquility state within themselves. Not only them, share this moment with your dear near ones, your loved ones, your beloved parents, grandparents, husband, wife, children, brothers, sisters, friends, and family members, and your neighbors, village people, city, state, country, all living beings in this world and in this universe. And as far as you can through galaxies, other planets, stars, let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it with the maximum effort to the highest. Wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. So mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe. And may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away, already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart. Visualize yourself and send it as a light forward to your backside, to your left side, and to your right side. Downward and upward. To all 6 directions at once, like the moon, the sun, spread the light, spread the energy, without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance, or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it with the maximum effort to the highest. Wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Let your heart to shine and come out of the skin. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So, dear Dhamma friends, when we look at our human history, just remember your life not happened because of by mistake. And you are in a very great time period in this human history. So you have more responsibilities yourself, because you are in the present moment, you are the one who living here. All of the past is already past. And don't try to depend your life with the past. And also, don't keep dreaming regarding the future. Why? Because what you do today going to change your future. So then you have more responsibility regarding yourself and regarding the society, the country, the world, and everything. So when it comes to that, always remember in this spiritual path, don't be cheap. In this spiritual path, because the spirituality that you develop is the most highest thing that you practice yourself. When it comes to your life, start with, when it comes to your life, start with physical. Life itself is physical. And the way you maintain your physical and material become your spirituality. So don't be cheap yourself. Regarding your health, if you have to go for a plan, don't go for a budget plan. Go for a premium plan. Keep that attitude to yourself. Another thing is, when it comes to your mind, and always remember to keep it always in the highest place. And never put any garbage on it. And never take unnecessary information to you. And always it yourself, keep it with the valuable information. It is your responsibility. That's how your life become more better. And when we look at this spiritual journey, the mainly East and West had two different mental cultures, traditions. The way they schooling their mind, developing their mind, two different ways. But somehow, when it comes to the human relationships, the both East and West have the certain kind of common things. So mainly, even though that in the deeper spiritual pattern or the method take the larger difference when it comes to social behavior, human communication, human connections, and East and West come to a place that the both the spiritual practice has some kind of equal behavior. So today we're going to little bit focus to that, and that outside behavior will help us to develop the better connection with the other human beings, with around us, with other people, and at the same time, when you make it more comfortable with you, and it will help you for your spiritual development also. So there are 6 kind of qualities that as human we carry. These 6 qualities you can find within the Eastern mental culture and also in the Western mental culture. And all the Greek and Egypt and that all the philosophers used to talk about this. But somehow when it comes to today, within these human relationships, recognizing and understanding these 6 methods, important for us to develop a balanced, comfortable, trustworthy human connection. And there are certain behavior within ourselves. When it comes to that, they categorize these 6 behavior, and when you're able to understand that, so yourself, it will help to give your best for others. And at the same time, when you are able to give the best for others, and that is the way you can receive the best for you. So the first one is called, we have behavior certainty and planning. And there are some people like to do in order. It is a kind of like a lifestyle, character. Always, whatever they want to do, they go with the certainty. And they always want to plan. They always need the chart. Before they start something, they always go with it, and maybe for 1 year, 2 years, maybe many years, they have planned their future. That is a category, the one mental behavior people have. It's nothing wrong with, but understanding your partner, your husband, wife, children, friends and family members, brothers, sisters, basically in a conventional life, understanding this nature, behavior of the other person, mindset of the other person is very important. So later I will explain how it will help, how will help for your spiritual practice this. So the very first thing, certainty or the planning, and go with the order. And another person is varieties. They practice with the varieties. They don't need the order. They go with the many options, and they need many options. They cannot go with the one plan. They always behave in a different ways, and they feel more comfortable when they have many options. And so that way, and sometimes you have to live with these 2 characters. And the husband like to plan things, but the wife like varieties. And maybe husband like varieties, maybe wife like planning things. So like that, sometimes it come to that the 2 different characters, even parents and the children's, and the friends and families, and the co-workers, or the anywhere in the society. When you develop the human connection, these 2 difference that you can see. Another one is always like to hear the rewards. There are some people, when they do things, they always like to hear the rewards and the appreciation from others. But there are some people, they don't care about what others say. But there are certain people, they need always appreciation, always appreciation. And the fourth one is love and connection. There are some people, they always need the connection, they always need the love. And in a conventional life, as a love, as a connection, what you feel that this human connection, they always need somebody next to them. They always need to hear from other person, I love you, I love you, I love you, like that. Otherwise, they go kind of like a depressed. They feel depressed, and they have kind of like this category people. They have 20 nicknames for their partners sometimes. That's not enough for them. Many different ways, and every day they like to receive gift and giving gift or like that. Love and connection. Another person is and the growth wide person. The person like to grow with the knowledge and the wisdom. They always look for something new, and they're not satisfied with what they have or what they reach, and always look for something new, go for something new knowledge. It doesn't matter you go to Europe or not, you like to learn German or French as a language. And it doesn't matter you have planned to go to China, but you like to learn Mandarin. So like that, they always and like to learn many subjects. So the growth, they always look for the growth, and they always push others to learn many things and the growth. And the sixth one is the contribution and sharing and giving. So that person is always and come to a point and look and validate, always sharing and giving. And so these six kind of methods we see inside the human behavior. So the one person like to plan sometimes, and these all six categories, maybe you can see in a minor level and or maybe in a higher level. And if you give the points 1 to 10, and sometimes there are certain people that in the conventional life, the one quality is more higher and other all five lower. And in a conventional life, it is very rare that you find a person with all these six qualities and completely put to the 10% and activate. It always one is lower, one is higher. That is the very nature of the conventional. So what are those six? And certainty and planning. Another thing is variety and looking for variety. Another one is significance and looking for rewards and like to hear how important it is. And the fourth one, the connections. And the sixth, the fifth one, the growth. And the sixth one is sharing. So if you are able to recognize what other person need more, and if you are able to provide that and manage yourself to balance with that other person in a conventional life, you can maintain a good life in human connection. But when it comes to spirituality, why I brought this? Because when you practice spirituality, so whatever the meditation, so what is happening, all these six things start to grow inside you as one. And as like the 5-star hotel, when you go to the 5-star hotel, that you get that all the benefit that to the maximum level. So same like in the beginning, if you able to maintain this quality in ordinary life, you're going to have a 5-star physical body, and you're going to have a 5-star kind of like a human connection or the relationships. And so And when you come to the spiritual life, when you practice meditation in the samatha and vipassana, deeply what is happening, then these 6 connections going to grow inside you at once and to the highest, and order, certainty. So look, when you practice meditation and step by step you develop the method step by step. It's like you practicing cycling. So as a child you practice the cycling, and then little by little you change the according to your height. What you does, you change the bicycle, and then little by little when you get advanced, and when you become matured, and also when you become young, what's happening, that you change the bicycle step by step. So which bicycle help you to came to this level of advanced person to ride bicycle? Not one. Even now you have the knowledge to ride bicycle, and without that all the bicycle. So then not only one bicycle gave that knowledge, even not that all the bicycle gave that knowledge. See, that is how the knowledge develop. That is where the vipassana knowledge going to develop when you practice the meditation. You go step by step, technique by technique. This is inhalation, this is exhalation. So why I say so? Because there are a lot of teachers say, you no need the method to practice meditation. You just close your eyes and wait. And then some say you need the method and stay with the method. But in the vipassana or the samatha and vipassana, in the beginning we start with the pattern. Why? Because we have very busy mindset, and our mind everywhere scattered. So then once you start with the order, it helps you to come to the point. And little by little with the technique, slowly you can balance it, and you can slowly get into the path. This is inhalation, this is exhalation, this is long, this is short. So like that. And but later you gain wisdom regarding observing and recognizing the inhalation, exhalation. And then later what is happening? There is a wisdom arise. Without this all, you no need to go by step. You can just practice yourself. You recognize the sensation, you go to the sensation, you go to the very depth of the sensation. You no need this any pattern. But even though you no need that all, you cannot say when there is a beginner come and ask how to practice meditation, you cannot tell, oh, you no need anything, just close your eyes and focus to the sensation. That person cannot do that. So that's why you have to follow the sutras. And because sutras give us the technique exactly as it is. And once you follow the technique, in the later, you no need to stay with the technique. You no need to bound to the sutra. And then later, you come to a point, you no need anything. You no need the plan. And then that's the quality you develop, varieties. Anything you can, for any, you can go from anywhere, from any moment, any time. You close your eyes or even you open your eyes, your mind itself come to the point to recognize not only the sensation, even the contact with your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, and even when the thought arises with the ideas. In that way, the consciousness you have power to recognize. So that is variety. Another thing is the reward. Because when you go in the right path, what is happening? That you start to develop the clarity inside you. You're going to see it. That clarity brings you the confidence. That confident itself, confident is kind of like a reward that you get. and you start to know your practice become good and it work. So everybody like to see this. Otherwise, without any result, if you just keep doing, there is no point. So you need certain result or the rewards on the way yourself. So the clarity is the reward. When you start to see your own thoughts, when you start to see the change yourself, when you see the selflessness within yourself, that is something great that you achieve in this world as a human being. Because there are a lot of people cannot understand it, cannot see it. So that is where you get the reward from yourself and clarity. Another thing is the love and connection. The deeply you start to understand the connection you and with the others and with this everything, with this entire universe. And that connection will slowly start to bring a great love and compassion within yourself. So that is the fourth behavior. And the growth. And little by little, you go to the depth and yourself, your understanding. There are more you need to experience. And that's why you're not going to bound to, or you're not going to harbor to your own experience. So it is kind of like a spiritual maturity. You become matured spiritually. You are not bound to your own experience. The entire world, the very nature of the samsara, you bound to, you harbor to, you tangle to your experience. But in the depth, yourself, while you practice meditation, you're not bound to your experience. You grow, you look for the growth. Little by little, you go deeper. So that is something that you on the way that you develop yourself, and it brings you more experience to yourself. Another one is the sharing. And once you have that, once you go in this journey, the final point is, once you become successful, only thing that you can do is sharing your life with others in many ways. And sometimes there are people, they don't need the teachings. They need physical help. So then you just give the physical help. You're not going to give the lectures to them. But there are people, they don't need the physical help. They need the mental support. So then you're going to help with that way. And sometimes there are people, they don't need this mentally help or the physical help. They need just somebody to listen. That's it. And once if somebody to listen, and they feel more relaxed and comfortable. So then you become like that. So like that, you share your life according to the necessary conditions and the situation. It is a wisdom. You cannot share that whatever I want to give it. It is not just giving. So there is a way you can be a receiver as a giving yourself. So it is an art. So these 6 qualities in East and West, in the deeper, when it comes to psychology and spiritual development of the human being, you find this all the 6 qualities in a deeper and deeper and models. What in this in our lifetime, there is a moment come that this East and West philosophical ideas come together, and these 6 qualities came out of that connection. So whatever the religion you practice, it is different than your spiritual practice. Your spiritual growth is nothing to do your religion sometimes. You can become religious, but that doesn't mean you are spiritually become development. Look at the world. Very religious people do very crazy things in the world. If they become spiritually developed, it's not going to happen. So then you have to be, it is your responsibility. When you become religious, and through that religious practice, you have to develop your spiritual practice. So in that spiritual development, that is where you're going to experience something beautiful as a human being. That what you experience as wisdom and as your spiritual growth. So once you start to share it with others, that is where the spiritual development happen. That is what we need. So religiously we are developed. Look at, more than any other time, we have temples, we have big Buddha statues. More than any other times, we have many churches and many mosques, and many different ways that we build a lot of things to make religious. But how about spirituality? We didn't develop like that way. And people don't want to become disciplined a little bit. And they don't want to even just to practice little bit to the order themselves. And some people, when they come out of the order, they feel crazy and they cannot go according to necessary conditions. They cannot behave with the variety nature. And there are some people that if somebody not appreciate them, they collapse themselves. Another thing is, if there is no connection themselves, they feel that everything lost. So another one is the if they don't have any kind of development themselves, the growth of the wisdom, and their practice not going to develop. And if there is no sharing, and there is no spiritual development. So these categories, these qualities, whatever the religion, that through that religion, to uplift your spirituality, you need to practice little by little, little by little. And not only that, once you start to practice within yourself, and it will help to develop the greater connection. And in the Vipassana level, when you practice, it has power to uplift this all the 6 qualities as one. That is the highest practice that you can gain through spiritual practice. Other most help to uplift 1 or 2 qualities. But in the Vipassana level, if you keep practice, at once, this all the 6 qualities going to master inside you. And then when you are deeply within yourself, you master this quality, there's no way that in the conventional life you're going to make a mistake. Naturally, you become humble, more flexible person to go with the situation. So that's how this spiritual practice help to have a conventional comfort. So I hope this will help you for you. And yourself, you have to study a little bit and think yourself and put into your life and see through your life how this works. That is how you can find out this, how valuable this is. Just by hearing, remember, it's not going to make us complete. It always, we have to apply it to ourselves and keep practice ourselves, and through that practice we have to see this. So with that, I bless upon everyone. With this good practice, may all of you be well, happy and peaceful. May no harm come to you, may no difficulties come to you, may no problems come to you. May you also have the patience, courage, understanding and determination to meet and overcome inevitable difficulties in your life. So during this time period, everyone stay healthy and safe. And finally, may all of you attain supreme bliss of Nibbana. Sabbhitiyo vajjantu sabbarogo vinasatu mate bhavatantarayo sukhi digayuko bhava. එත්තාවතා ච අම්මේහි සම්පදම් පුඤ්ඤ සම්පදං සබ්බේ දේවානුමෝදන්තු සබ්බ සම්පatti සිද්ධියා සබ්බේ භූතානුමෝදන්තු සබ්බ සම්පatti සිද්ධියා සබ්බේ සත්තානුමෝදන්තු සබ්බ සම්පatti සිද්ධියා ඉදම්මේ පුඤ්ඤ කම්මං ආසවක්ඛයා වහං හෝතු සබ්බ දුක්ඛා පමුච්ඡතු. Bless you.